So I have prepared a basic setup for you just to follow. Um, there are two methods to get the results that you want. Like the first method is using the same camera for different movements. Like uh, I'll just show it to you. And another thing that you can see shortcut keys that I'll be pressing in the lower left corner. And I'm using 2.93 beta, but this works in any Blender version. So I'll be adding a camera in this Shift A camera. So now when I press 0, it goes into the camera view, but it is inside the cube. The camera is inside the cube, that is why we are not able to see. So suppose we want the first camera to start in this position. So there are two methods, not two actually, there are three methods. One is the hard method. Let me just split the screen. I'm just going to the camera view. Okay. So one method is go into the view and move the camera manually. And this is a very iffy method. This is not very precise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo it. So the first method is to go into the camera view. We are in this camera view. So yeah. So we are already in the camera view. So when you are in the camera view, just press N, go to the view and camera to view. Check it. Okay. So now when we move, the camera moves along it. So we are moving the camera. Okay. Suppose if we switch it off, camera to view is off, and if we move the camera now, it doesn't move. The whole scene moves. If we click camera to view again, check it again. When I take it back, now the camera moves and we can manually position it. That is the first method. This is a good method actually, but there's a faster method. I'm going to undo this. Okay, where's the camera? It's gone. So now again I'll add a camera. So the camera is again inside the cube. Suppose you want the first camera to be in this position. So you, instead of doing anything, just make sure this camera is active. If it is the only camera in this position in the scene, so you don't have to check anything. Just make sure the camera is active. Press Ctrl Alt and Numpad 0. The camera snaps to this position. Okay. In case, okay, yeah, it's working fine. So the camera snaps into this position. I'll do it again. Okay. So suppose I want the camera to be in this position. Just Control Alt 0. Okay. Suppose you don't like this position, go here, and you want the camera in this position, just Control Alt 0. Okay. I'll show you another thing. So you can see camera is over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the position of the camera in this view. Control Alt 0. You can see the camera is snapping to that area. So again, if I go here, Control Alt 0 on the numpad, and the camera snaps here. For minor adjustments, what you can do is just camera to view and then this. Okay. So this is the basics. Now, if you want the camera to start in this position, and suppose you animate it, just press I and location and rotation. Okay. Now I go to the 60 frames, suppose, and I want the camera to change position like this. So again, Control Alt 0, and I press I and O for I and O is for this location and rotation. Whatever is highlighted is location and rotation. If you want to scale, keyframe the scale, you press S. And if you want to keyframe location and rotation both, you press O. Okay. So now if we see, the camera is being animated. That is one. Now, suppose you want this camera to start at the 61st frame. You want the camera to start from here, like the movies. So again, as I told you, just control alt 0 on numpad, snap it, and I-O. Okay. So let us watch it again. The camera is moving and suddenly it snaps to the next position. I'll be animating this camera again. Control alt 0, I-O. Now if you watch it till the 60 frame, it animates regularly and then suddenly it jumps from 60 to 61 to the next position. This is using single camera, but this is not effective. So instead of that, I'll just remove the second animation. First animation will be as is. I'm going to add another camera in the scene. Let me, okay, Shift A-R. Now, if I press O, I am not going into this active camera. Okay, this is not active. This is selected. This is not active. Remember this. If you want the camera to be active, you have to select the camera and press Control 0 on the numpad. Then the camera becomes active. Otherwise, it is not active. Now, if I select this again and I press 0, it goes into the new camera, not into this camera. If you want to go to the view of this camera, you have to press again Control 0 to make this camera active. Okay. So if I press 0 again, this is the active, but we want this camera to be active. So just press Control 0. Okay. Now, as I told you earlier, I want it to snap, not do it manually. So just go to the position where you want the camera to start and then Control Alt 0. Remember, this command works on the active camera, not the selected camera. Okay. Suppose currently the active camera is the new camera that is inside the cube. I will make this camera, the older camera, as active one by pressing Control 0 on the numpad, and I press this. I'm just selecting it. I'm not making it active. So when we press 0 on numpad, we go into the view of the active camera, not the selected camera. So when we do Control Alt 0, the active camera, that is this one, it snaps to the location, not the selected camera. So remember this. Okay. So so now we are going to make this camera as active by pressing Control 0. Okay. So this is active. Now we come to the 61st frame, because till 60 frame, this camera is being moved. Now till 61 frame, you want the camera to be here. So Control Alt 0 and press Control Alt 0 on the numpad. And if you want some minor adjustments, just press N in the view tab, camera to view, and just here. Okay. So now this is a very handy command. So what I do is I right click on camera to view and I add it to I have added a shortcut on the this command. What you can do is you can do add to favorite. So what you can do is right click. I'll just do it again, right, and add to quick favorite. So now when you press Q, you get the quick favorite menu. So now when we click Q, lock camera to view, you can do, and again Q and remove. So this is the first. So select this camera now and press I to keyframe, O to location and rotation. Okay. Now after a few frames, you want this camera to animate to this position. So what you can do is again snap it into the location, Q, lock camera to view, and change the perspective a little bit, whatever you want, and I-O. So it goes like this. There will be a lot of refining to be done. I would prefer to animate it using curves. Okay, you can find a lot of tutorials to know how to animate the camera using curves. But my point here is to show you how to change the view in the animation. Now, if you render, if you render it, it will render only this camera, only the active camera actually. So currently this camera is the active one, so it will render only this camera. If you want to render multiple cameras, one option, as I told you earlier, you can snap this into position and then continue with the animation. So by that method, the whole animation will be uh, rendered. But suppose if you want both the cameras to be rendered, so what you can do is just go to the first frame and press M. This adds a marker here. Can you see this? Add a marker where you want the camera animation to start. So we want the first camera animation to start at this point. So add a camera animation here. Then I'm going to go to the frame 61. 61. Okay. Now I'm going to add another marker. Just press M. So I have added one more marker. Okay. So I'm going to go to the first frame, select this camera. Now remember, we are going to parent this camera to the marker. Now select this marker and press Ctrl B. Okay. So we have the camera assigned to this marker. Now we go to the next marker, select the marker and select the camera that you want to start from this point on. Okay. So let me show you something. If we animate the camera, just like the first marker, we have not assigned any camera to this marker currently. So when we play the animation, after the 60 frame, the camera doesn't change. Okay. So what we are going to do is on the 61st frame, we are going to select the camera that we want to start, and then we go into this tab. Okay. Remember this, you have to be here. Your mouse arrow will be here, then only it will work, and press Ctrl B. Okay, now the camera is assigned to this marker. Now when we play the animation, just see at the 61st frame, it automatically changes to the second camera. Now suppose, you know what, I'll show you a animation with a curve also. I'll add a Bezier curve. You know what, I'll add a circle. Where is the circle? Yeah, circle. And I'm going to increase the size. Hmm. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going to add one more camera. Yeah. So if you see, this camera has some rotation values. We need to clear out the rotation value. I'll tell you why we are doing this. Now, first rotation value is cleared, and then select the camera, go to this object constraint properties and add follow path. Okay, follow path, and then select this path. Now I'm going to animate this. So if you see the offset, it is, the camera is moving. Okay, so we are going to rotate it first. Let's see, it doesn't rotate. Okay, I'm going to, so just make it active, Control 0. If you want, there are a lot of ways to get more control, but I think this is enough. Okay, now instead of doing this manually, if you want the camera to focus on one object predominantly, what you can do is just go to this track 2, and suppose I want the camera to track the red cube. So just click on the red cube, and now wherever I take my camera, it is going to face the cube. I'll show you here. Now here I'm going to change the location of the cube. You can see it is facing the cube always. Now, yeah. So now what we are going to do is we are going to animate this offset. But first, let me add a marker here, and I've already selected this camera, third camera, and I'll be pressing Control B while keeping the mouse here in the timeline. Control B. So now, if I go into the camera view, it suddenly changes to the third camera. Okay. So 101. So now what we are going to do is, I'm going to press I or just right click insert keyframe and you know what, 160 frames and type 100 and again press I. So it moves along the path while facing the cube. So 160. So let us view the animation we have done so far. First, the camera is the timeline is going to change the camera automatically because we have already placed the markers and we have assigned the cameras to those markers. Okay, so let's see. First camera changes to second camera and then changes to third camera. So I hope you understood. If you have any other questions, do let me know. Have a great day.